Gamers don't like playing with other people anymore. That's a bold statement, I know. But the more I look around at games people are gravitating toward, the communities they're avoiding, and the conversations surrounding the industry, the more I think it's true. And unfortunately, one of my favorite new games, Wildgate, is being crushed because of it. What makes this so frustrating is that we're living in a moment where co-op multiplayer experiences are thriving. Games like Repo, Peak, and Lethal Company have exploded in popularity because they let players have fun together without the pressure of competition. They're chaotic, silly, and collaborative playgrounds where you succeed or fail as a group, but without the stakes of ranked ladders or KD ratios. Wildgate, on the other hand, is different. It blends the same sense of teamwork with a competitive edge, and in today's climate, that might just be its undoing. The game itself should have been a success story. Wildgate comes from Dreamhaven, a studio founded by ex-Blizzard veterans, including Blizzard's former CEO, Mike Morhaime, and developed by Moonshot, which is staffed by some of the most talented designers in the industry. Jynxzi, the executive producer for Hearthstone, Dustin Browder, director of StarCraft II, and Ben Thompson, another Hearthstone veteran, all had a hand in its creation. These aren't unknown names scraping together their first project. They're industry leaders who once shaped the multiplayer landscape for millions of players worldwide. So when Dreamhaven recently announced layoffs that gutted their central publishing team, it wasn't just another headline in the ongoing wave of gaming industry job cuts. It stung, because this wasn't supposed to happen to Wildgate. And to be clear, the game itself isn't the problem. Wildgate is one of the best multiplayer experiences I've had this year. It's a crew-based PvP shooter that fuses ship-to-ship combat with intense first-person firefights. Teams of 4 man a futuristic vessel together, balancing looting, upgrading, and outmaneuvering enemy ships while fighting for possession of a rare item called the Artifact. It's part tactical coordination, part chaotic action, and a hybrid of something like Sea of Thieves with the speed and precision of a modern shooter. Every match is tense, layered, and thrilling. After 75 hours of playtime, I can honestly say it hasn't let me down. But here's the kicker. Almost nobody else is playing it. Queue times are abysmal, often stretching into 10-minute waits, and when I finally get into a match, I face the same handful of players over and over. At first, I assumed it was bad timing or an off-peak issue or even my rank, but the numbers confirmed my worst fears. Wildgate peaked at just 7,700 players at launch, and now it's averaging about 400. Compare that to Sea of Thieves, which still pulls 66,000 at peak and 5,000 daily, even years after its release, or Fragpunk, with its 113,000 peak and 2,000 average, or Delta Force, with a staggering 210,000 peak and 100,000 daily. Wildgate is barely clinging to life, more in line with flops like Suicide Squad Kill of Justice League or Concord, and we all know how that game ended out. The tragedy is that Wildgate seemed to have momentum early on. Content creators like Azzacross and Mr. Fruit praised it during its beta, calling it Space Sea of Thieves and showcasing it to tens of thousands of viewers and expressing their love for the game. For a brief moment, there was genuine hype, but the buzz fizzled. View counts fell off, player numbers tanked, and Dreamhaven layoffs soon followed. People have tried to explain why. Some people blame the $30 price tag compared to competitors like Sea of Thieves being on Game Pass. Others say marketing was too thin, with only a handful of ads circulating on TikTok and YouTube. Matchmaking is another common complaint, as new players often get demolished by veterans at level 80 or higher.
I don't want to bully him any further than we have to.
Oh, he left.
Wow. Wow. That was definitely a first game of forcing them to leave.
You guys,
Yeah, I can't wait to see the Reddit part.
But here's the thing. Price points haven't stopped games like Helldivers 2 from blowing up. Marketing has never guaranteed success, and skill caps exist in every competitive game, from Fortnite to Warzone or even Valorant. Those issues might have hurt Wildgate, but they don't explain its collapse. The deeper issue is cultural. Wildgate is designed around teamwork. You can't solo carry in this game. You can't decide to be the lone hero who drags your team to victory. Success requires every crewmate to pull their weight. And that, I think, is exactly what modern gamers are running away from. Look at the most popular competitive multiplayer titles: League of Legends, Valorant, Rainbow Six Siege, or even Marvel Rivals. They're notorious for toxic communities. The cheating, the leaving, the griefing.
I have no bullets! Oh my god!
You're kidding me.
I had no bullets! Is you dumb?
Bro,
I had no bullets! I had nothing!
Why
Is you
didn't you check
dumb?
in the first place?
30 seconds left.
Wait.
Last player
Dog,
standing. Clutch.
Dude, are you... Why are you just running out? Oh my god, dude. These players are so fucking bad.
I'm dead. I mean, the ult.
Here. Why are we using ults?
I'm literally dead on the point. So what the do you want me to do?
Why are we using ults? And we won this fight already.
Really? Doesn't look like it.
What do you mean it doesn't look like it? It's literally just Venom.
Calm down, bro. You wasted
What
two
the fuck are you?
games on
You're
Spider-Man.
actually
Goddamn.
useless, bro. You have 11 deaths on Rocket. Think about
Homie,
that.
I just
You're
swapped
fucking
to
terrible,
Rocket.
Ninja.
You don't even know what
You
you're
are
fucking
terrible,
talking
Ninja.
about.
You are terrible.
Brother, you literally wasted an entire round on Spider-Man and got dipped the entire game. Took you God knows how long.
I
man.
have 7 deaths, you
Congratulations, bro.
goofy motherfucker. What? Fucking retard.
Hey, and that's the report.
But they thrive because in each of them, you could still clutch, still be the MVP, still feel like your individual performance determines the outcome. Wildgate removes that illusion. You win or lose as a unit, and no amount of personal skill changes that. This aversion to reliance on others is showing up everywhere. Even in World of Warcraft or Destiny, games built around raids and dungeons, players increasingly expect to be carried rather than collaborating.
Any grenades, anything. You can just
Heal him.
Yeah, you just heal me. Just come back a little bit.
Muscles on me, sitting bear form.
Snuppy, just run.
I can help a lot. Yep.
Pirate, why are you walking, bro?
What are you talking about? Why am I walking? Look
This
at
is
my mana.
savageable. Come on,
Innervate you
man.
or something.
Do you see my mana? What am I supposed to do for you?
Just
Streamers like Jynxzi illustrate this trend too. Once known for Rainbow Six Siege, Jynxzi eventually quit the game because of the constant toxicity from cheaters and team killers. And now plays Clash Royale, a solo PvP mobile game where wins and losses rest squarely on the player. The game's popularity soared after the Switch, mirroring the appetite for experiences where accountability lies solely with the individual. Meanwhile, single-player titles are dominating the charts. Games like God of War, Elden Ring, Spider-Man, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hollow Knight, and Lies of P aren't just popular, they're defining the current gaming landscape. Even with Roblox, one of the biggest platforms for younger audiences, the most played experience right now is Grow Garden, a game built entirely around solo progression. The trend is unmistakable. Gamers crave independence, not interdependence. And yet the rise of co-op titles like Repo, Peak, and Lethal Company complicates things. Clearly, people still enjoy playing with their friends, but these games succeed because they remove competition from the equation. They're collaborative, goofy, and social in a low-stakes way.
Your business?
Sketch. We're not negotiating.
Yo, that's crazy, mom.
Sketch. Why's the clap? Who's that?
What is that? Lord have mercy! Ah! I'm hit!
Oh my god.
I'm hit! I'm hit!
He's stuck to the couch.
Wildgate, by contrast, asks for the same cooperation, but adds the intensity of competition. You don't just work together, you fight other players head to head. And that is exactly where today's gamers draw the line. Which brings us back to why Wildgate is suffering. It's not a bad game, it's not overpriced, it's not poorly made. It's simply a victim of where gaming culture is heading. Players becoming increasingly antisocial in competitive environments, unwilling to rely on strangers, unwilling to risk their fun on whether or not their team pulls together. Team-focused PvP games used to dominate multiplayer, but now they're falling to the sidelines, whereas Souls-like games and single-player experiences are rising to the top. Wildgate's biggest flaw is that it demands trust in other people, and that's something fewer and fewer gamers are willing to give. The sad truth is that Wildgate may never get the recognition it deserves, not because of its design, but because of us, the players. Maybe teamwork-focused games will have a resurgence someday, or maybe they'll always be outliers in an industry dominated by single-player epics and casual co-ops. But unless something changes, Wildgate looks like it's destined to become just another casualty in the shift toward antisocial gaming. The numbers don't lie, and the longer queue times stretch, the clearer the picture becomes. So the question lingers, are gamers really becoming antisocial, or is it simply that the balance between competition and cooperation has shifted? Is there still room for games that require teamwork in a cutthroat environment, or have we collectively decided that the only person we're trusting is ourselves? Whatever the answer, Wildgate stands as both a warning and a lament. A good game built by great developers slowly sinking, not because it failed us, but because we failed it. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching and listening. Hopefully, y'all give Wildgate some love and go check it out. If you agree or disagree with anything I said in this video, be sure to tell me in the comments below any thoughts or experiences you're having in games nowadays. If you enjoyed, be sure to drop a like or subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. Thank y'all.